But we have yet to have the great victories. We did have a great victory in the House when we passed Audit the Fed. This is a credit to a certain congressman from Texas who got every Republican to vote for it and 100 Democrats. Saying it's dead now and it's going nowhere, and I can tell you that's not true. We have 29 co-sponsors in the Senate. I've sat down personally with Harry Reid twice, and Harry Reid assures me that he's been for Audit the Fed for over 20 years. Don't laugh. We found the YouTube videos. From 1987 on, Harry Reid has been for Audit the Fed. He's just not sure if he's still for it.
Douchebag.
But this is something we can do. When I go back in September, we're going to try to get a vote. Harry Reid is the only one that can allow me to have the vote. He has all the power. If everyone in this room convinces 100 other people to email Harry Reid and says, we want to vote on Audit the Fed, I think we still can get it. One of the great things that's come out of Audit the Fed is that people have heard you. They've heard you saying in the Fed too, but they've also heard Audit the Fed. But here's the thing, because we talked about Audit the Fed so much, we're now talking about Audit the Pentagon. Yeah! It's not sure whether my message will get to the Republican National Convention, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to speak. But one of the messages that I will give to them is that Republicans need to acknowledge that not every dollar is well spent or sacred in the military, and we have to look for waste in every department of government. Involved in my dad's presidential campaign in 2008 and 2012. It's been a marvelous ride that none of us will ever forget. But there are three things that stick out in my mind and to me are so incredible that they were ever spoken at all on a national stage. The first one, and the one I'll never forget, and this is something Republicans need to hearken to, and Republicans need to understand, when they say, why do all these young people love Ron Paul? Why does the internet love Ron Paul? They think it's because he's cool. Well, you know, I'm his kid. I can tell you it's not because he's cool. But the ideas of liberty are cool. And I can tell you one moment that I thought was really cool when he said, you know what? When you read the Beatitudes, when you read the Sermon on the Mount, it doesn't say anywhere in there, blessed are the war makers. What came out of these campaigns was a candidate who said something no one had heard. Who said that we can have and should have limited constitutional government, but as part of that message, we should be reluctant to go to war. We should not have a rash foreign policy. We should be careful. Another moment they originally called the Ron Paul moment was when he talked about blowback. Had he not talked about blowback, I don't think anyone ever would. And the one thing that people still fail to grasp, so many fail to grasp, is they say, well, that's what your enemies are saying. Well, if you want to know why your enemies attack you, it doesn't justify why they attacked you. It doesn't justify any attacks. But if you want to understand what's going on, you would have to know why they say they attacked you.
Exactly.
The final, and I know there are hundreds of moments, but the final moment that was one of my favorite, and I think this was from 2008 also, when they talked about the war in Iraq, and he said, you know what? We just marched in, and we can just march in. I give to you the guy that is my hero, the guy that is the greatest representative of the liberty movement in our time, my father, Ron Paul.
And for a good reason, to promote the cause of liberty in a revolutionary spirit.
Amen, that's right.
I have to tell you that I was pretty worried here at the bar this week. Saw a couple of bad articles. It wasn't the hurricane that I was worried about, but I saw that it said, revolution is over. There's going to be no revolution. Major paper in Washington, D.C. They said the revolution will not be happening. Don't they only wish?
Exactly, that's right. We're just beginning.
But it is so great to come together for something so important. You know, a lot of people say today is a very important day, and I think it is. Our events today, to me, very important. And they say that this convention, very important this week, and indeed it is. And this election is very important. And let me tell you, there's something even more important than all that, and that is the cause that we're leading, and the cause of liberty.